his time. And just like anybody would be, he carried all of his little boys down there to see this. And Grover Brooks is the one that told it to me. And he said it was a terrible sight to see. Well, I don't know just how long he stayed on the tree, but they removed him, I suppose, maybe that evening, or might have stayed till the next day. Court had to get busy and try to catch the men. The officers did. I guess that's about all. And so she got, some of the neighbors came to help her. And when they got to him, they were all gone.
Okay, cut.
Oh, mess.
No. No.
All right. No, where was I? Can't think. They brought the help in, and by that time, all those men were gone back to their homes. And she didn't know who any of them was. And she didn't particularly catch the voices, except she did think she recognized one voice. And that was Mr. So-and-so. He, and she began to get the men together, and she told them that who it was. She knew who it was, the main one. And she said he'd been wearing beard and mustache all those years, and says he's clean faced. His face is clean shaven. And they are. Okay. Well, they had thrown the rope around him, and he knew then they were taking him off. And this was about 200 or 300 yards. And he kept going, though, to the parties and the dances, most of the dances back in those days. And well, now, this is a story that happened before I was born, and it has been told to me over and over. I should know it very well, but I can't remember all of it because I haven't given it a thought in the last 15 or
And that was the beginning of part of the trouble. And this boy, Shields' mother, told them when they found that fella Harris, he'd be clean shaved. He always wore beard on his face, you know.
Well, at the part of the story told to you, how'd you hear about the story?
They didn't know it till they got down here. He might have known it when he left schoolhouse with them. They knew what they were coming down here for.
Well, did they just leave him hanging there until he fell off, or didn't somebody come and get him?
Who moved him now?
Do you have any idea how long he hung there? I mean, you ever hear?
Well, I don't know what time of night that took place, but I understood now, because this is all hearsay again, that his mother found him hanging in that tree with a lamp.
She followed these guys after
it good. Because that's as far as good. They told her she didn't go back there and hang her too.
Well, afterwards, did they have a funeral for him after his mama got him out the tree and everything? After later on?
I don't know about that.
No.
Was this on his land where they hung him?
I wouldn't know who owned the land then. It belongs to the Adamses now. You mean the Shields land? I wouldn't think so.
What was the man's name?
Joe Shields.
Joe Shields.
Could you tell me or tell us who, if you can, were the guys that hung him? Who were the ones involved?
Anything else but the story. See, I lived right back over there all my life, and it's just been going on and on. But now, of course, most of this is just more or less a hearsay to me. But I would say that...
Wonder why the teacher did it. You read?
No, I don't.
That hung him, and who was involved in it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you know how they found out that they were the ones that did it, and how they convicted them and put them into the penitentiary for it?
No, I sure don't.
Okay.
What was the law like then? I mean,
I wouldn't know. Sure.
Like when you were growing up, were there's lots of threats of lynchings and stuff like that? I mean, when you were growing up around these parts, or
no?
Nobody carried guns or anything?
Not that I know of.
So, how did these stories sort of fit into everyday life? Everybody talked about them, or what? They were things mostly that they told kids to scare them, or what?
You know, kids don't hear nothing. I did not come up with scary things. And this was a scary story back there when. And it was after my folks came over here from Georgia, we moved in here, and that happened before they ever even come over here.
Is it something about the piney woods that kind of walking out at night in the dark that causes these stories, or what?
Could be.
Okay. This is the site of the spot where the party took place, right?
Right.
Who owned the spot where they lived, the house? Who owns the spot, or who owned it at the time of the hanging?
Harris.
Did he have anything to do with killing the man, or did he know about it, or was he one of the instigators of it, or do you know?
He's one of them that went to the pen.
He is.
Yeah.
But did he have any actual help in hanging the man, or do you know?
I don't know
was he
about
one of the two?
Don't know a thing about that.
Who actually went to the pen?
A fellow Harris and a colored man.
You don't know the black man's name?
Mm-hmm.
Well, is this the place where all the stuff started at? The fighting and stuff?
Right here.
They were just having a dance or something like that?
That's what they say. Just a dance party, we'd call it.
Well, do you know who started the fighting stuff?
No, I sure don't.
Was the black man that they put in the prison the one? You said a while ago that there was a black man and a white man that hung him. Do you know, was he the one that helped in the hanging, or was he just one that had something to do with it?
I don't know who took part in that hanging, but they was bound to be the ringleaders of it, or they...
Well, did you say something about that one of them killed himself? One of the guys that did it killed himself, or that there was a legend that he had, or something like that? It seems like you said that one ago.
No, I didn't say it.
Okay.
Was the Harris man the one who wore the beard and was supposed to come home clean shaven?
He had the beard on at the party. And then after all of this trouble come up, well, he shaved it off.
And this was one of the reasons. This is one of the things that they had to go on. The story that Shields told his mother, that when you find one of them, he'll be a clean-shaven man.
She told that was Shields' mother told him. Says when you see a certain man, call his name, he'll be clean-shaven.
What do you think? This is one of the things that they had to go on to pin this feller Harris in on it, or?
I would think so.
Have you ever heard of who the sheriff was at this particular time, or how they were finally caught? Was it through a vigilance committee, or how was the law operating at this particular time?
I don't know.
Do you know where the men were taken to prison at? Was it just, I mean, I know it wasn't a regular penitentiary like we have now, but was it?
I don't know. Sure don't.
We're going to ask him. Brother Bob, where was this Shields fellow married?
I don't think so.
And he lived, who did he live here with, by himself or?
Lived with his mother.
Where at was the house?
Just exact point out.
Describe.
Right in yonder where those trees are.
Was the barn tied to the house like they used to back in those days, or was it separated?
I don't think it was tied to the house.
So what happened that night, then?
That was the night that hanging took place. Hung him.
But did they come to his house, is it?
To get him?
They got him out here. This is my story of it.
Was the night that they got him, was that the night that the party took place where you was talking about they had a fight?
I think the party was first of the week, and this was probably later on.
Well, it had something to do with him, with why they got him.
That's the story of it.
Well, do you have any idea, or has anybody ever told you what the fight was about? Was it because of jealousy over a girl or something? Because you said that he was kind of a ladies' man. Was that what it was over?
That's what it was over.
And then the legend is true about his being a good-looking young bachelor in the community, and that all the girls taking over him, and that's the reason some of the young men fell out with him.
Yeah. I don't know whether he'd be called a bachelor or not. He was probably a young man.
He doesn't have any people that you know of living around here now that...
No.
It was just him and his mother, and when they both died, well, that was...
Well, I don't know what ever become of his mother, but...
You were talking about the trial on this. Wonder why it wasn't in Shelby County. Why it was moved away from here. It would be because of the people that were involved, or what's your idea on that?
I wouldn't know.
Where?
Go ahead.
Where'd they bury him?
I don't know. Sure don't.
Okay, cut.
Got a lot of cheese on me, but I don't fuck with rats.